pass it around so you guys can look at it while I'm talking. Okay, hi, I'm Kristie. Today I'm going to explain to you the different ways that people in America greet each other as well as other countries around the world. It's important for us to all be aware of these greetings because in other countries what someone may think is inappropriate, we would think is completely appropriate here. Americans are the culture that is known for being the most friendly with their smiles and handshakes and simple hellos. Americans tend to be more happy when greeting people that are strangers, and in other cultures people see this as informal. For example, in the US you would say, "How are you?" and not expecting an answer about how the person actually is when you would want an answer like, "Fine, thank you, how are you?" Most countries see this practice as insincere. This standard form of greeting used by Americans is just ritualistic behavior. Some people make the mistake of proceeding to tell them exactly how they are feeling, like how their health is, when in fact the person who asked the question wasn't expecting that answer at all. With the standard handshake in America, one is to firmly grab another's hand while making eye contact. This is a technique that is taught to Americans at a young age as just a standard rule of manners, especially when greeting someone older or of a higher authority. I read in a blog called Pocket Culture that this is rarely maintained in other countries because like American teachers talking to like Chinese students, the student thinks it's appropriate to not look at the teacher in the eye when the teacher expects the student to look at them in the eye as a sign of respect. Now that we've touched on some Americans, how they greet each other, we'll discuss other trends in European countries. The handshake greeting differs greatly in Europe compared to America, along with the standard signs of welcome. A typical handshake in England and France can be characterized as a soft, light handshake, nothing too forceful. The French typically repeat this greeting when they come and leave. This is similar to Germans who shake hands firmly when greeting and leaving each other as well. Although American greeting practices are rare in Europe, people in Finland hold a firm handshake as well as Americans. They also are similar in that they do not hug, kiss, or typically make any physical contact with strangers that they don't know. In Greece, there are no firm standards as to the norm of greeting people. They may hug, shake hands, or just kiss one another's cheeks or greeting when departing from each other, which is different from people in Finland or America. And lastly, people in Latin America, their diversity is what allows there to be a combination of all the previously discussed cultures. Their handshakes are minimum grasp, which is accepted as an action of greeting or departing. When greeting people that one cares for, they generally give a hug, or the male will often shake hands, hug, and slap the person's back, which is the first sign of gender roles in greeting norms. And the general action that is considered a greeting between men or women between each other is a kiss on the cheek. They can both exchange the kiss. And one does not have to hug or anything. A kiss is often just enough. And Latin Americans are also known for embracing each other with every greeting. So in summary, I hope you now understand the customary greetings and cultures discussed. And these standards are some that should be observed and known to the general public, especially if you travel a lot. Thank you.